Well, the devastating floods in Jammu and Kashmir have left a trail of death and destruction, with more than 200 people killed and lakhs rendered homeless. Now, even as Chief Minister Omar Abdullah oversaw rescue and relief work in the state, announcing free ration for everyone for 6 months, his own office in central Srinagar was flooded. Sources are telling us that Omar's own residence has no power supply. His cell phones have no connectivity like everyone else's in the state, and Omar has also been working out of a guest house where he has created a makeshift mini secretariat to direct rescue and relief operations. The state's finance minister Abdul Rahim was located only yesterday in the taxation office, where he had been holed up for 5 days, unable to come out because of the surging flood waters and cut off from the world because of the communication blackout. Chief Minister Omar Abdullah was unable to contact most of his ministers in the first 3 days of the calamity and still doesn't know the whereabouts of 1 or 2 of his ministers, nor has he been able to contact a vast majority of legislatures in Jammu and Kashmir. The Chief Minister's close aide Nasir Wani has moved into the Chief Minister's residence but has not been able to meet his family, which is holed up in a nearby hotel which is surrounded by water. My colleague Shuja ul Haq is now joining me live from Srinagar. Shuja has been sending us the most extensive ground reports. Shuja, take us through the latest. We understand that waters are finally receding, but what's the status with relief and rescue operation?
Well, that's the big challenge now. As the water has started receding at certain parts, though it hasn't completely receded, there are various areas still under the water,
right,
inaccessible for people. But the big challenge is relief, making sure that the people who are stranded, who are trapped in their houses, get relief, that get food and essential supplies.
Right.
That's the biggest challenge. We've been reporting about this also. Now the major problem is that a lot of food material that comes here is not been properly distributed.
Right.
Number one, till now there have been reports and we've shown it extensively how airdrops have been made, but the airdrops now are not being very precise. They need to be more precision in the entire reach out mechanism.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people are angry about that as well. There have been allegations that whatever relief material was airdropped has not reached to those people who actually needed them. So that is one of the biggest challenges now that the government and the other agencies, including the Indian Air Force and Army, is facing.
Absolutely. The state administration and all other agencies, now the biggest challenge is to provide relief to those who have been rendered homeless. Thanks, Shuja, for joining us with that update. Shuja ul Haq is, of course, going to be bringing us live ground reports through the course of the day, and we'll keep coming back to you for more.